Okay, they ban out the Roger from Alter Ego. They know that Alter Ego have been first picking Roger a whole lot, but now it leaves the Harith to be picked up by Alter Ego. Nino, a fierce Harith player as well. Do they pick it up? Is the question.
And his build as well. I remember he was building the Thunder Belt last week, and it was consistently slowing down. And yes, the Harith will be a priority for Alter Ego and ONIC. How do they respond to this Harith? Because we have seen today, so far, that Harith picked up by D was so insane. Just ramming down the players of, the enemies that he has to face. Luyi picked up by ONIC with Kaja. Look at Kaja pick here. The confidence.
Early on, this is a combo that we have seen mainly from Aura, actually, with the Kaja and the Luyi, Yehezkiel and Yaoi.
Yes.
Utilizing the diversion to get the Kaja into a flanking position to find the prio targets. And technically now, they might be able to catch the Harith off guard, knowing that Nino has been one of the biggest problems for him. Discipline. Alter Ego, though. Now that, the Baxia is the only utility jungler left, technically with the Akai, they want to go for the Baxia. They go for the Akai. And the Arlet. That is still flex.
Still flexible, and I think that's also a privilege of picking, heroes like Roger, like the Arlet. The flexibility is still going to be your middle name. For ONIC, still yet with a mid laner, an XP, a jungler and a gold laner. I mean, the mid laner is already sorted out in the hands of Luyi, in the hands of Sans with the Luyi. I do kind of see ONIC with an aggressive approach with the strat.
The safer choice here would be a gold laner, but no! Oh! They insta-lock the Ling, and ladies and gentlemen, this is the debut pick for Ling in Season 13.
Let's go, the Ling! Kyrie opens up.
That's Kyrie Rayos del Sol for you.
He opens up his old picks. That was Dusty, but this time it's gonna be the Ling. A comment from CW though. We will have a win streak starting from now on. Wow, a bold claim to make.
I mean, with the Ling pickup, I'll just believe, man. I will have to believe. Kyrie on the Ling. Oh my God, I love it. And the Hilda band instantly to follow through with it.
Oh.
Yes, brother. Yes. Terizla band from Alter Ego, though. They want to take away. Oh man, I'm just so hyped right now. As much pressure that ONIC can get in these side lanes to get the winning matchup, to get a safe matchup in lane. So, what's next on the board? Do they want to go for a gold lane banner? I think maybe just go and target Lutpi here.
Oh my God.
Fireman's band. Fans are up on their feet, singing and chanting. But is there a possibility? I don't really see this Akai going roll. It's gonna be Akai against Ling, I guess, in the jungle.
I mean, what an answer as well, right? You got the final slash, you get Akai with a heavy spin, but what is heavy spin? What is final slash? I mean, you get the Tempest of Blade, pinch poise, and can just maneuver around this Herat control potential. Last ban is Alter Ego here. They're taking their time with it, and potentially it's gonna be another Lupi ban. Yeah, that ban comes through. First pick in the second phase, what will ONIC go for here?
A lot of mobility as well in the hands of this Ling, running around the walls of Land of Dawn. Will be a hobby of Kyrie in this game, at least.
Well, now for the XP that is still up for grabs. I mean, X-Board comes to mind, Paquito as well, and Lapu Lapu. I don't know, have we seen Lutpi play the Benedetta? I don't think so, right?
I think once he did.
I believe he picked up the Paquito once. I don't remember him going for the Benedetta, so
we'll have to check on that later.
Let's see what they go for. They go for the Brody first, which is an interesting choice to go for. This looks like a very season 10-ish draft, except for the Luyi. I love it already. I mean, there's so much damage here in the early game. They will definitely want to be looking for a snowball. And this is the thing, Brody versus Harith in lane, you actually do have a good time in lane against the Harith. You have a lot of kill pressure, and I think it's all about the setup. With the stun, you can enable Ling to go and gank and maybe look for a dive early on. So Alter Ego need to be wary of that.
And with this lineup that ONIC has conceived for themselves. Does have a lot of field pressure and, you know, pick-off type of pressure that they can exert. The Loyi diversion, you know, you have the Kaja as well as the lockdown and the burst. Handling and the Brody. Oh! Okay.
What?
Khalid and Valentina. It's gonna be the first pick for Khalid, especially for Pi. Pi on Khalid. Interesting.
We saw Pi Khalid season 6 around
That's
those
a long time ago, yeah.
Yeah. And perhaps potentially that was a denied pick as well, but no, it's actually, and suddenly they picked up the Ruby.
Ruby as a response. Interesting. What a draft. Showcased by both teams. But again, will Kyrie be able to perform with this Ling? At this point, it looks very antique. It looks very vintage because of the nerfs towards the assassins. But now, this could be the moment of resurrection.
Let's take a look at the lineup rating here. Favors Alter Ego. They have that Hereth, which still has 100% win rate after the patch in week 6. Khalid, used by Luke yesterday, not able to find success, but here it is, Ling's debut in Season 13.
The Sky Kings against El Familia. A brawl down bottom in the Land of Dawn. Who will take game number 1? Will it be ONIC or Alter Ego?
Ladies and gentlemen, in the Land of Dawn we go to witness and see what will happen in game 1. Who will strike first?
Already, you can see a kind of an altercation in the middle side of the map. But yeah, purple buff start for the Ling. Needs that to really maximize his resources.
Quantum Charge 2 by Rossi on this Arlet. Wants to get a little bit more maneuverability around, and Keyboy also is going for the QC. Kyrie retry early to go and clear, to match the clearing speed, I believe, of Taz here on the Akai. Sunnyboy as well with the QC on the Valentina. Interesting start, but for Sans, you know, Pi going for concussive blast is actually cool.
Creative.
It's pretty cool. I like it. You have a lot of like trade damage and also lane clear. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, for Cellaboy under pressure in the middle side because you know the early damage from the Loyi sometimes can be very disgusting. Gonna go back because no mana for Sans. Kyrie is gonna have so much freedom to move around the map with this Ling. The mobility it gives to you and the gank potential is also very huge. But yeah, for Kyrie it's interesting to see how he approaches this game with the Ling pickup.
For CW, the Master Assassin in lane, Nino actually opting to go for Bargain Hunter. Wants to get those big items ASAP.
I want to commit on towards Skibo here. Looking for a health trade. And helps out actually. Brody doing, of course, very well as you expect on as a Brody in the early game.
Even in the bottom lane, a lot of pressure here placed down by ONIC, and mainly because of Sans' rotation. He's been able to create such a big impact on the Loyi so far, making Boy recall early and Pi also. And now getting level 4 first to set up for the Turtle that's coming up.
Next on the menu.
Definitely next on the menu here. Kyrie though, he'll take his time here, actually prioritizes his purple. Oh, he jumps in, looking for the red from the Santas, finds it. Oh! A big raging Santa are actually caught members of ONIC. 2 players and 1, 2, 3 members down and out from ONIC. This is the perfect start for Alter Ego.
Perfect start for Alter Ego. Disaster start for ONIC. They lose 3. And also core members at that. While Alter Ego triumph with the turtle take.
No purple.
They lost everything. They lost everything. That was the worst fight to happen to ONIC. They lost a purple buff, the turtle, and 3 kills. And the worst part was the purple buff because it's a Ling. You still need it despite, you know, the nerfs onto the purple buff. Despite the energy buffs technically for the Ling, you still are quite reliant on that purple buff. You're still a bit more okay compared to previous patches, but now Alter Ego have so much control. And by the way, well played to Taz. That was brilliant. So ONIC's idea was they wanted to get the Divine Judgment down onto Taz to give Kyrie a free space to retry. But Taz read it out. When Keyboy walked up and dashed forward, he actually flickered, I believe, there. And instantly. Heavy spin used up. Taz with the timing to deny it from ONIC.
That was such a calculated play by ONIC, but then again, a good, foresight from Taz, able to get the red tree down. So now Kyrie, of course, getting that blow towards himself. Death coming in for ONIC. He has to recover from this, but the Ling, how will it really cushion against so much CC? I mean, sure, you have the Fitch Poise, you could always move around the walls, but the lockdown was just there for Alter Ego. The heavy spin with the disrupting spreads of ONIC. It was chaos in that turtle fight. Now, again, turtle spawning in 10 seconds. This could be another important fight.
Oh, definitely all top side diversion play. Divine Judgment committed. Nino now being the sandbag. Nino trying to survive, but CW will claim that kill. And to add to that, no purple once again here for Kyrie.
Everything is taken away from him. They get Nino, but they get the turtle. Lippy just try to do something there. Rassi is going to not let Kyrie have a good time.
They are looking for the invade here. Rassi jumping in again. Kyrie low! That's practically a solo! And Rassi now low, but torn apart memory will be able to find the trade.
They're not letting Kyrie play this game comfortably. Just invading them everywhere. Trying to deny them of the neutral takes and even not giving him a chance to breathe.
That was well played still by Nino though. The fact that ONIC had to use so many resources and still kind of struggled to find Nino, they weren't able to get more. The plan for sure for ONIC was to get... Oh!
Pin down 2 members! Oh, Divine Judgment just to buy time, Sons, with the flicker. Oh, that could have gone very badly for ONIC. Good recovery though.
Oh man. The plan definitely was to trade a kill and a turret for a turtle, but they only got Nino, and still Nino's doing quite fine. He's actually ahead of CW at this point. And you can even see Alter Ego, after stealing the first purple buff away from Kyrie, or the second purple buff away from Kyrie right after the first turtle, Taz actually froze his own purple buff. So they're just going to be playing around ONIC's purple buff. And at this point, I don't even think ONIC can really contest this purple buff. I don't think Kyrie will get purple buff at all.
Final slash on towards Luffy here. Oh, good Divine Judgment by the ex-jungler of Alter Ego, Celibo showing up. And now, yeah, they will concede the purple once again. Only once this time for Kyrie on that purple buff.
Imagine being zoned out of your own purple buff. Smart plays from Taz and from Alter Ego all around the map. Again, we cannot downplay the IMU from Celiboy. You have the diversion that could be stolen anytime soon. The Divine Judgment as well. But again, back, the new application Go Pay, Ling becomes Kyrie's second most picked hero since his debut in MPL PH Season 6 with 45 picks and a win rate of 68.89.
68.89. Yeah, I mean, that's a ridiculous stat for, Ling. My Ling win rate is like 30%, yeah, but for now, it does seem like ONIC can't really contest any of these neutral objectives. They can't go for fights though.
Divine Judgment on towards Rassi. He wants to go all his apart memory with the help of Luffy. And Nino as well. That's a dub here. Luffy though, now stuck. Forced to use the flicker, but that's the first win for ONIC. 2 kills on the board.
Net win and a good fight for ONIC. They engage on Rassi initially, and Nino was trying to cover his roamer, but he gets eaten up in the process as well. So ONIC still behind. 2.3k gold lead for Alter Ego. They have to stabilize this.
Great stabilization from ONIC though. The fact that now they are looking at CW to be the main carry in the early game to help Kyrie get to that power spike. Instant rotations all across the board. CW definitely has the power to be the carry to divert some of Alter Ego's attention from Kyrie. Let's see, purple buff, both level 10.
How is Kyrie on the same level? Let's see here.
Kyrie gets it.
Oh, Kyrie finally gets his own purple here. Second time this game.
Finally. First one was when he started the purple buff. The second one, couldn't believe it that it came right here. You can see how much pressure Alter Ego is just putting on the shoulders of Kyrie, not letting him take the buffs completely. And CW getting that Malefic Roar in his pocket.
Have the season to the Malefic Roar, Rassi. I will have to say though that Alter Ego, if they continue the snowball, it's going to be great. Nino will have to learn from his mistakes. if Rossi gets picked off by Keyboy's Flicker Divine Judgment, he should let that be the sacrifice. He should not go behind. I mean, he should really just know when to sacrifice his roamer and when to actually back up, because if that continues, I mean, ONIC might find a window to come back.
What if on towards Luffy though? Oh my lord, with the pin down as well! Selly Boy happily grabs the kill. Now, a man down from ONIC. No play whatsoever.
Kyrie can't join the fights yet. It's not in his power spike whatsoever. Diversion play towards the red buff. Nino!
Oh, Nino caught with the Divine Judgment, and that is all she wrote. CW grabbing the kill. Final slash though will find CW. Force him to use the flicker. Sally Boy! The ex-jungler, the Miracle Boy, making miracle plays.
The miracle play was from ONIC with the diversion. They got Nino, but in the process, CW also has to be wiped out. And oh my god, trading blows. So far, Alter Ego still on the driver's seat.
Again, the purple buff invade. Final slash committed already, but Taz
Oh my god.
will be able to get that purple with that retribution.
You can see mostly Kyrie just spending time in the side lanes, trying to shove up the waves. He can't really have time in his own jungle because Alter Ego is just everywhere.
They really are everywhere. I mean, even when Nino got picked off, you expected the diversion to be a way for ONIC to get a man advantage. Alter Ego reacted to play so well. They get a gold lane for gold lane trade in the end, and Nino gets 2 assists on top of that. And Alter Ego, Taz already used retreat, so Kyrie has an opening.
See, Luffy soaking damage, gets taken down, Kyrie! But the Lord will go to the hands of Taz! He pins Kyrie down as Keyboy will be the next one on the board. ONIC, they lost 2 members and the Lord.
There was a disconnection of the positions. Luffy was in the middle of no man's land, just being pinched by 2, even 3 players of Alter Ego, and Kyrie tried to further steal, but Taz complete retribution, or rather Lord take, and Alter Ego marching down on the base.
Seems like they are getting desperate with the way that they are approaching these team fights. No purple buff for Kyrie. And you can see that Taz was comfortable even after using a retreat onto the purple buff. The timing on that retreat was almost too good to be true, right? It looks like it's a coincidence, but I feel like at that point it had to be calculated by the man himself. And the purple will again be controlled by Taz, and Taz will be happy to retreat this, using the retreat to take away the main weapon of ONIC. Good deal, very, very good deal, because CW, he doesn't have enough damage to purely carry 1v5 or in this team fight. And for ONIC right now, the way that it looks,
wow,
they have a harder way to deal damage in these team fights. Kyrie spotted out.
Has enough energy to get out though, but man, this purple buff delay, right? It just kills Kyrie.
Oh my god.
No purple buff for Kyrie for how many minutes already here? Now orange is invaded. Will he commit? Oh, no,
Again!
orange! Taz denies it away.
He's the gold laner at this point, because Kyrie is actually number 2, and CW has been delegated to a utility kind of gold lane play. He's actually been giving away the lanes here and the side to Kyrie for the most part. That's why he's actually able to keep up in levels against Taz, and that's why he's number 2 in the player gold by UBS Gold. Thing is though, when is the power spike gonna hit for the Link? He already has the Berserker's Fury, he has the Endless Battle, now he's building towards the BOD, but even after the BOD, I find it still pretty hard for him to look for a target. Alter Ego are very sustainable. Firstly, they have great peel with the Valentino, with the Akai, with the Arlet. The Hereth has self-peel with the shielding that he has, that has been changed now before the dash. You already get that shield. Diversion play up top
For someone who is isolated, maybe. Alter Ego, they keep their formation quite tight here, knowing the diversion potential. No, it's still a comfortable 4,000 goal here, essentially, for Alter Ego.
The priority is in the purple buff. I mean, Kyrie's just being kicked out of his own home. You can see him not spending that much time in the jungle. Purple buff taken, he only has to deal with the side lanes now. Lord Spawn, of course, they're looking for a turn as Kyrie completed his BOD. This is gonna be his power spike for the Link.
The purple buff has actually been frozen as well, but Ludwig isn't actually clearing it out, so Are they planning to just not have any purple buff this game?
Yeah,
Or did
is
they not
purple buff?
realize that the purple buff is not cleared out completely there?
Kyrie's like, oh, purple buff is
Oh,
overrated.
they just realized, I think, because now they're clearing it out.
Diversion play.
They want the timing, maybe.
Litv's just isolated alone. This Lord is free for Alter Ego. ONIC needs to pull the trigger!
Oh, Kyrie jumps in at the right timing, and they collapse. Will they have enough damage though? As now Nino jumps into the damage. KW will be taken out first, as well as Nino. Now Kyrie looking for a kill on towards Rasi, but Taz will step out of the way. Both gold leaders here taken out, but Kyrie, what a timing!
What
on
the
that
hell?
retry.
Kyrie! He steals the Lord, and he steals Alter Ego's thunder. Momentum is still there for ONIC, but Alter Ego, they have to respond. They have to address this.
No purple buff, no resources, no nothing. Orange buff taken away from him. Yet he's 2,360 gold ahead. He takes a 50-50 against a utility jungler like it's nothing. How? What? What was that?
A lot of damage.
Purple buff is overrated. Kyrie says.
I don't need no purple buff.
No.
I'll just brute force my way into the Lord pit, get the Lord for myself and for my team. And look, now, 3 lanes separately, all pushing towards Alter Ego. This could be the swing. This could be the momentum that ONIC has been longing for.
Lord charging towards the top side of the base turn. Oh, good pull by Lutpi. But it's just the Panda. He's tanking. And TW here waiting patiently. All of the ONIC members yet to pull a trigger there, top lane. They know, they know. Take a look at the gold, take a look at the economy. Swung, it swung towards the ONIC side.
ONIC, yeah, they tone down the aggression. They look for an angle later on. That could be now with a pull towards Taz.
Has the immortality as well, so he's okay being told by the I'm offended. But now map control here. It's the yellow porcupines who has control.
And now Kyrie has purple buff. If he was a threat without it,
Imagine now.
imagine how dangerous he can be with it. War Axe built up by Kyrie. Last item is going to be the Rose Gold Meteor or the Magic Blade built up by Kyrie to fend off from this magic damage of Nino and Sullyboy, the 2 main damage dealers. But let's take a look at this ridiculous, out of this world Miracle Boy's on the other side, but turns out the new Miracle Boy's in town. Kyrie does it with... It makes it look easy. And the rest of the team too, gotta definitely give credit to them, man. The fact that ONIC were able to pull Nino away from his own Zaman Force, kite out of that Zaman Force, and force him to a very vulnerable spot for him to be punished was phenomenal. And also that diversion play, we have to give credit to that. Making it so chaotic, making it so that Alter Ego will have to look everywhere. The angles in which ONIC can attack with the diversion is definitely what they had planned from the start. But because of a very early bad fight for them, Alter Ego were able to take control and they were only able to find that window. But man, the fact that they only got 1 chance to do that kind of play and they instantly executed it, and now they have the purple buff. What other ways can they go in for those crazy angles now?
Another Lord for the taking now. This is now in the court of ONIC. They have to play their cards right. Side lane's pushing for ONIC. Mid lane just spawned, so Alter Ego, I think, they're just waiting for ONIC to pull something. And ONIC is just waiting Alter Ego to come and fight and dance in this Lord contest.
Now let's see here. Sounds the magician. What will he pull out of his pocket this time with
Kyrie is far, though.
diversion play? Yeah, it's Ling. He knows that he was able to come to the Lord in time. The balls now ONIC and Alter Ego scored. What are they going to do now that ONIC is controlling the map? They have Luoyi, they have Ling.
Yeah, with Ling movements, you could always send him towards the side lanes. You know, when the Lord is being poked out, you can call him back, just send him to get ready to, you know, smite down the retribution and get the Lord. And ONIC now is playing the waiting game. They're forcing this.
Let's see, retribution battle Kyrie won it last time
Oh
now.
my god.
Both junglers hovering around. Selly Boy trying to zone out away. Oh,
Kyrie.
Loopy. Oh, good Raging Sandstorm. Caught seemingly off guard. But now the Lord and the heavy spin will be committed. Oh! Divine Judgment by the ex-jungler will find Kyrie. Loopy quite low. I'm offended though. Will find Nino. And that will be the trade. Nino for Loopy, but the Lord for Alter Ego.
They're not done yet!
Oh my goodness! Shinobi finds a double, and he might get the triple here. Rossi jumps in with the final slash. Now Pi jumps in as well.
Whoa,
Good win Russian by Sans. And now it's the triple, looking for the Maniac play as well. Rossi and Pi has the immortality. Will lose their immortality. And Rossi will be the next on the chopping block as CW collects the Mega.
Unofficial Savage. Oh, Sans!
Oh my god, this guy!
Gila Sans! What is
Sans?
he doing?
He has the flicker.
He's
He
stuck.
has the flicker.
He has to flicker away.
Oh, Raging
Pi's
Sandstorm
the
got committed. Oh, Pi was able to close the gap on that one, collecting the kill.
Overzealousness from Sans, but that was a good re-aggression with a diversion play to just stop Alter Ego in their tracks.
But dude, CW, I mean, he bought the Rose Gold mid-fight, and then he got a triple kill on Unofficial Maniac.
My God.
CW, what a nasty player, man.
7 kills on the board.
7, 2, and 3 on the Brody. No Purify needed, man. It's a skill issue. If you can't dodge away from those skills, he says. If you can't switch your items as fast as me, no problem. What the heck? And Sans obviously. Yo, that was a big gamble he played. If he got Pi, that might have been an end angle. I don't know if they would have been actually able to end the game because the waves weren't in the way. But hey, that was style points for sure if he got it. Unfortunately, he didn't. He didn't have to pay any price except for just the death, though.
And
No
a
neutral
flicker.
objectives on the board, so no full punishment on that. But hey, it's Sans. You know, at this point, we kind of have to expect it.
In Sans, of course. In Sansanity. And now Alter Ego. Feels like they are the one pinned. They are the ones pinned down into the wall. For ONIC, they want to swing this. Of course, again, side lane threat. And the hands of Kyrie is always there, sending Alter Ego, the members to address him up top.
This guy's game sense as well, right? The timing. You know what? I feel like I sniff an Alter Ego member creeping up top. I'm a recall. And that's what he did. Game sense, diversion just to perhaps check for info. But yeah, it's now 21-minute game, the longest game today.
Because we have seen so far ending in 14 minutes.
14, 16. I think the
20.
longest one was 19?
Yeah.
Shortest one was like 10, 11 something.
Yesterday. Yeah.
Yesterday, yeah.
Bigatron versus Geek was the fastest match in MPL ID Season 13. Rossi spawns out the diversion, and I don't think they want to be taking it. Lord spawns in back. Oh, Keyboy! Of course.
Hey.
Of course.
Wow. You take my jungler's purple, I'll take yours.
He does it in class too, just whips it. Oh my god. Oh man. It does feel like ONIC are feeling it now, you know, in the 21st minute of the game. And this is the main problem for Alter Ego when it comes towards the later portions of the fight, or later portions of the game. They pick Khalid, they pick the team fighting, they pick the kind of a, you know, a setter in a way with the Raging Sandstorm. So ONIC will always have the advantage with the far lane. And for Alter Ego, at this point, they either go for a fight, technically, manage the side waves. There are so many ways that ONIC can play this. They can just constantly build up slow pushes in the top lane because Kyrie has a massive mobility advantage compared to Alter Ego. And this is where Alter Ego are very, very, like, they were scared to get to this point of the game because there's so much macro that ONIC can provide now. So much advantage that they can utilize just with that lane pick and with the lane getting purple buff.
He's taking the purple buff for himself as well. Turtle fight next, or Lord fight rather. Has no half HP already. So this could spell trouble for Alter Ego. He has the immortality and regen as well with the items that he has. This Lord is pivotal. It is important for both teams to kind of swing away the advantages. But again, just poking, no one's ready yet to execute it, to pull the trigger first. As Kyrie still miles away, just trying to shove up the waves, make it hard for Alter Ego.
They will commit to
Oh!
this one. Oh my god, let's see. Divine Judgment on towards CW in an awkward position. But this time now he has space to get out. Lupi, lower than 50% of his HP, is able to get out. The damage from Sans though. My goodness. Now Silly Boy looking for an angle here. From the other side. Oh, he's taking some heat now. No casualties up to this point. Blue team is Kyrie though. Oh, another diversion play. This time high. Will be forced to use the winner's truncheon. Breaking Sandstorm! Catches two, but the damage will not be enough. Now, take a look at Nino. He's gonna go down first as CW is still okay, Sally Boy. Quite low, but manages to escape his pie in the backside. Will be taken out alongside Rossi. 3 members from Alter Ego down and out.
Back-to-back diversion play. False sense of security for Alter Ego. They crumble in that skirmish. And Kyrie's just looking to take this turret down.
They're buying Sky Granite helmets. They want to reach it back up. They want to end the game. So many item swaps.
Is it time to throw in the towel? Diversion play alongside the Divine Judgment. Sally Boy goes down. Left Taz standing. Tempest of Blade just to clear alongside getting the maneuvers. The Panda is not safe as game 1. ONIC, the yellow porcupines, they take it.
Sky King smite down on Alter Ego with the Ling pick vintage Kyrie. And also CW stepping up with diversion plays from Sans. Everything is in harmony. And they strike first.
How many items were swapped in that last team fight? Immortality buys, Winter Truncheon, and then the Sky Guardian helmet, I believe from Sans and CW was it. Swapped it in so that they could get enough HP regen to then go for the end. Crazy, crazy plays. An 8,000 gold lead at the start from Alter Ego did not matter to ONIC. Nino having to eat that chocolate, but CW 9 kills on the Brody. Keeping it steady for ONIC in the early game, helping them get out of that really, really dirty early game, man. That early game was horrendous, but they held down.
Most players, 99% of junglers in Kyrie's position, they would just tilt, they would just concede.
99% of teams would tilt when their junglers get
10 minutes of that game. But Kyrie, he's just, you know what? What is purple? I'ma go split.
There's a lot of perilous moments